I want to introduce you because she's just back from Chicago, where she was a big hit because they knew her long ago.
And even the people who didn't know me loved me.
And even the people who didn't know her loved her anyway.
I sold more copies of my book at the place that didn't know me.
She sold more copies of her book at the place that didn't know her than all the people she knew long ago.
They've got a library of her works.
They have a Posey library, yeah. It's full of her things. And people steal from her because they think, Janet's she's got the clue. She even makes a program so you can listen to the words and see the difference between the performance and the words. You got one of these? Yeah. Here's yours. I'll bring it to you. So this is really good. I read it. I'm a speed reader. So, without further doodling, I'd like to say, welcome to Janet Kuypers Today! Hey!
Too many microphones, although mine's not on, which is double plus awesome.
It will be in a moment.
Oh, he's setting things up. Hi, my name is Janet Kuypers, and I will talk briefly about, yes, I used to run a poetry open mic in Chicago, and when I was there, wow, it's still loud, I ended up hosting and featuring at the open mic that I used to run, which was awesome. And I got to take group photos, and you saw the photos, Tom, I know you did.
Good.
But I had this opportunity to do this, and I would like to thank John on my electric guitar here for this. But I have to explain this first piece. Less than a month ago, I had a dream. And if you watch Twin Peaks, you could realize that dreams are actually really, really relevant. I had a dream that in this dream, I only remember 2 lines of the Mom's Favorite Vase song. Mom's Favorite Vase was an acoustic alternative band in Chicago in the 90s. And they had a song called Victim, one that never even played live. I just had their demo tapes. And it's a song about battered women and acquaintance rape. It's a very, sad-sounding song on an acoustic guitar. But I had a dream where I just heard 2 lines of this song, and it was done like a Chicago-style industrial mix. Now, industrial music is like metal music with a dance beat, is the best way I can think to explain it. It's hard-hitting, and it's driving, and it's angry, but it's danceable, and you still just want to dance. And so I told John that I had this dream, that this song, and like a little light bulb went off in his head. And he's like, I'll come up with a dance track, and I'll come up with, and I'm like, what? So I guess on the show, I'm actually going to start by singing this song about acquaintance rape and battered women, which is a very heartfelt, sad song, but I'm going to sing it as angrily as I can in the style of a Chicago-style industrial dance mix. Nothing else is going to sound like this. Trust me, I've never done anything like this before. Thank you so much for coming up with this, John. This is an industrial mix of the song Victim.
She also had a dream that HEB wouldn't let her take fancy food bags in to get groceries. So she could only use
Don't ask. You have to use their own kind of bags.
All right, here we go.
Every day I must stand tall. Every day from break of dawn. Every day I carry on. Every day I struggle with the lingering past. I have struggled, I had work to take it first. And every day I find it difficult, impossible to look at what we have and make it last. Time to time I shed a tear. your words come out. When I'm there, I just remember. I can't see the scene, it flashes through my mind. I can't fathom feelings of another kind. When I try, I find it difficult, impossible to search for places that I cannot find. I have struggled with loneliness. I have worked 100 days. I had tried to make it stop. I could not see through the haze. I had to accept what you had done to me. There were so many lies that I could not see. Time to time I find it difficult, impossible to look at all your chains. 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 I'm so full.
Oh, yeah!
You know, that's why people like to tell that stuff, and I have to ask Tom, I should have asked you to take care of this because I hurt you, because you're like a psycho crazy cameraman. And so, how did that sound? I've never actually heard
it had the feel of what you said.
It has this, it's angry, but it's dancey, and if you listen to the words, it's about having to come and wish somebody and you want to fight back, but you don't know what to do or something. But that's how the song goes. And I think I threw the book down, and that's where all of my songs are that I'm supposed to be singing. That was terrible.
Closer to you, so.
What did you just do?
I don't know.
I don't know what you did either. I just pressed a back button and it just went back to that. How's that, darling? Did that work for you?
That worked for me.
That is the only.
Reverb.
We don't need to hear that anymore, do we? I'll fix that. Hi, I hope that sounded okay. I've never tried anything like that before. I'm testing my limits or something. But what I do like doing is blues. And so I thought I would come up with a piece called There I Sit, even though I'm standing. He's sitting, but you get the idea.
I forgot the strap.
Ah.
I'm not going to make any comments about that. Where's your... Do you have... And there I sit alone, separated, isolated, away from my one true love, away from my obsession. I pull out a fountain pen. I see the lines, contours of his face, undefined the piercing eyes, the pointed nose, and those tender lips. I sit and sketch, I feverishly draw until I capture his his image, and so I stare, I longingly gaze, I memorize his every detail. Oh, but he never looks back. So I will draw until my fountain pen runs dry.
That's amazing.
Unfinished and rough.
Yeah.
Well, this is what happens when we've got like 2 weeks as we're out of town and like, what?
Yeah.
So let's come up with an industrial song and go.
That was good. The industrial was great.
I'm glad that somebody from Australia approved of my industrial song.
I'll be in the raves.
This, I think you're coming up with a slow beat to come up with a blues song. I said we should write a blues song together. And so he has played blues music all his life, and I have done nothing like this. So I said I wanted to incorporate every single stylized blues riff thing that you could possibly think of into one song. And it might be overboard, but I thought I'd try to pull that off. And I think it's not half bad. And are you ready, darling?
I'm trying to get the right.
Say yes. This song, whenever it happens, is called Tightrope Affair. I know the moves, I play the game and it gets to you. But you can't say a word, you can't move an inch, cause you can't break the rules. I know what to say, I know what to do, and it sets you on fire. I know all the moves, I play the game and it gets to you. But you can't say a word, you can't move an inch, cause you can't break the rules. I know what to say, I know what to do, and it sets you on fire. We're walking a fine line in our tightrope affair. There's no net when you're high, so you better beware. Do you know how it feels when you're moving up there and bouncing in your tightrope affair? I have to play on what you like to see what you can take. So I walk out on that tightrope to watch you move and shake. But now we're both stuck there. But here's where you quake. But you can't fall from this wire. I know the moves, I play the game and it gets to you. So I walk on that tightrope to watch you move and shake. But now we're both stuck there. But here's where you quake. But you can't fall from this wire. We're walking a fine line in our tightrope affair. There's no net when you're high, so you better beware. Do you know how it feels when you're moving up there and bouncing in that tightrope affair? When you're up in the wire, you feel the fire and you feel the fear. But you're filled with desire, you want to go higher whenever we are near. Oh, what will transpire now that we're here? Oh, what can we do to make us right? When we gracefully step on that paper-thin wire, we're balancing high. When we look to the ground, see a circus of clowns as we're touching the sky. Now we both tightrope walk, and I wonder why we can't bring it all into the light. 'Cause we're walking a fine line in our tightrope affair. There's no net when you're high, so you better beware. Do you know how it feels when you're moving up there and bouncing in your tightrope affair? We're walking a fine line in our tightrope affair. There's no net when you're high, so you better beware. Do you know you're way down when you're moving up there and bouncing in that tightrope affair? Yeah, yeah. I had to, for those of you who happen to have a chapbook, you would see something that looks like an eclipse on the front cover with pictures of us with our Eclipse 2017 t-shirts on, because we drove to Chicago, we flew to Chicago, we drove down to southern Illinois so that we could see the total solar eclipse. Made a long drive for it, and I couldn't fall asleep after it. So about 12 hours later, it was 2:16 in the morning when I was done writing this poem, which was about 12 hours after I was done seeing the eclipse. And so I would like to share this poem with you as the last piece, and thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank everyone. You guys, it's just so, I wanted to thank each and every one of you individually, I would. But I just don't have the time to thank all of you. But I'm really thrilled that I asked John to play music from when he got into the band Square Waves, which was 80s?
80s.
80s band. But I recognized this melody, and I said, I think this would be great for it. Would you please play this song in the background while I read this newest poem I've ever written about the total solar eclipse, and it's called Knew I Had to Be Ready. Got a pair of those solar sunglasses the other day and challenged myself to stare at the sun. And really, that's such a ridiculous concept to begin with. But wearing these glasses made me blind as a bat till I walked outside and guessed where to look. And then I found it. I was awestruck. And even though I didn't create these glasses, even though I didn't create this scientific tool, I suddenly felt like I could challenge the science gods. Yeah. Try to stun me again. I dare you. For the past 18 hours, we drove 6+ hours each way to get to the focal point for the longest duration of the total eclipse of the sun. I had a filter for my camera, I even had my solar sunglasses, so I was ready for what I guess would be about a half-hour show. And I may have been mistaken. It may have taken 3 times as long to watch the moon move its way in the opposite direction over how our sun dances along our daytime sky. So every few seconds I'd take a picture, then slide on these solar glasses to look up so I could see that crescent move with my own 2 eyes. Clouds moved in for a bit. I was in a panic. Wait, those evil weather gods can't make me miss my chance. But as the clouds parted, the light cloud mist danced in front of my sun and moon, adding wisps to their show. But I knew I had to be ready, It started getting darker, the winds picked up, and I knew that when my moon and sun reached their total eclipse, I'd have less than 2 minutes. So I had to remove the filter, change the aperture and f-stops to try to just point and click. And I think I did a pretty good job, but all I could think when I saw that white ring of the sun's solar flares try to each tease their way around that moon from trying to block the sun from one of its children, all I could think was that this ring of fire and radiation was so crisp and vivid that it reminded me of the intricacies of the human eye, of the iris colors as they dance in circles like molecular fireworks or petals of a flower in full bloom. Taken aback, it was so breathtaking. And then I realized that there are as many atoms in the human eye as all constellations in the known universe. If seeing the sun's corona made me see the cornea with its intricate iris, it made me wonder. They say the eye is the window to the soul. So, is my seeing my sun at its most naked moment? Was my sun somehow sharing with me its secrets too? I've been trying to figure out my son's message, and I'll keep trying to take science on, always daring it to finally, fully reveal itself to me.
Nice music. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much.
Standing ovation on the left-hand side. Right?
Standing ovation on the left-hand side. Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Thank you, thank you.